You're listening to Curious and Interesting, a 2-minute podcast on what's new and intriguing in the world of advertising research. I'm Dr. Barbara Phillips, editor of the Journal of Current Issues and Research in Advertising. In March 2018, 180 women advertising executives launched Time's Up Advertising to bring attention to sexual harassment within the advertising industry and spark systematic change to make gender equality the new normal, especially in creative departments. Grau and Deng conducted a study of this movement, interviewing 25 of the founders of Time's Up Advertising and examining the industry's leading employment database for actual numbers about women's participation in creative departments. The researchers used signaling theory to examine the issue of gender equality, which states that social, structural, and institutional factors signal who is welcome within the advertising's creative departments and who is not. Signaling theory suggests that seeing someone like yourself has a powerful impact on a person's feelings of belonging, their ability to make decisions, and perceptions of their success. Unfortunately, creative departments have historically signaled masculine codes of conduct, resembling a locker room or old boys club, which serve to marginalize women. Proportional representation theory states that when an underrepresented segment of people makes up less than 35% of a group, they lack agency and the ability to influence the culture of that group. The researchers examined the standard directory of advertising agencies, called Red Books, from 2012 to 2018, counting the number of women in the positions of art director, copywriter, and creative director. Over the entire period, women made up only 28% of all employees in creative departments, and only 23% of women were creative directors. This is below the proportional representation threshold of 35% needed to ensure a signal of inclusion and have an impact on group decisions. This result is despite the fact that women and men's representation is equal in creative programs in universities and colleges. Interviews with the founders of the Time's Up advertising movement indicate that 2018 was a breaking point for women in the industry. As one participant stated, "The thing that drives me crazy is this industry wants to think it's a meritocracy. Is it just that white men are far, far more talented than everybody else? Or is there a systematic bias?" Another participant observed, "The lack of diversity is holding back creativity in the industry. If we get a whole new generation of women that just don't feel like this is a place for them, the industry is over." The women indicate that for the situation to change, agencies need to create systematic accountability for tangible action with measurable outcomes. In addition, men and women in agencies have to come together in one problem-solving community for change to take root. One participant summarized the Time's Up advertising movement as follows: "I want to bring us all back, to force us into reshaping many of the structures and cultures that we rejected, or that rejected us. Only then will the signal be sent to women in creative departments that they are truly welcome." For more information, this research paper was published in the 2021 issue of the Journal of Current Issues and Research in Advertising.